How does a woman from Idaho end up owning a centuries-old house in rural France? It all started with black powder, a refusal to wear leather, and a dash of family heritage. When I married my second husband, he was president of Portneuf Muzzleloaders, a black powder 18th century reenacting club in all the women dressed in leather Indian dresses. But looking at my body, I quickly decided Oscar Mayer was not my middle name. I needed a different 18th century persona. Then I remembered my grandfather was French. Joseph Mary Blanc was born in Italy, that until 1862 had actually been part of France. He came to America in 1885 when he was 3 years old. The Aosta Valley, at the base of Mount Blanc, is where the Blanc family compound sits, perched on the side of the mountains. The compound is huge. The ground floors housed the animals, and the families lived in the upper levels. The Aosta Valley sits at the base of Mount Blanc, and somewhere back in time there must have been a famous Blanc, because the mountain used to have another name. Boise, Idaho was named to honor French-Canadian fur trappers, so I began researching where else the French had been in the 18th century America. They were everywhere, all up and down the St. Lawrence, Mississippi, and Missouri River systems, through the Great Lakes, and down to New Orleans. Plus, let's be honest, French habitants wore much cuter clothes than their British colonial counterparts. I even managed to get my husband a job teaching English at community colleges in Kentucky and Illinois via the internet. We moved east of the Mississippi so I could reenact the French forts. Talk about commitment. I dove in head first, starting a blog, translating 18th century French cookbooks, collecting period pottery, kettles, glassware, and textiles. I was all in on reenacting French colonial life from Old Fort Niagara in New York through the Pays, Illinois. While translating these old cookbooks, I discovered articles about creating pottagers, kitchen gardens, and apothecary gardens. This sparked my passion for the herbal world. Little did I know these garden skills would become crucial in my next chapter. When my husband passed away, I found myself at a crossroads. I had a little money, but not enough to even buy a modest trailer in America, especially considering the ongoing lot rent each month. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I typed french-property.com into my browser, and the rest is history. My requirements were simple. I didn't want to spend more than 50,000 euros. I needed a stone floor or tiles in the kitchen and a big garden. It took 5 months from making the offer to signing the deal. And the price? Just 23,000 euros with annual taxes of 487 euros. I could never have in America what I have here in France. I flew from San Francisco to Paris Orly and picked up my Renault Kangoo, arranged for by French Connections, HCB. They are an agency who facilitates visa approval, health and car insurance, car purchases. They will even help you buy, renovate, or rent a house. I highly recommend their services. See the link to their website in the description of this video. I am blessed with south-facing stone walls. Hello, espaliered fruit trees. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, the day after Christmas, and as you can see, the garden space is filled with sunlight, mostly. Come spring, that will be a different story. At 7 o'clock in the morning, the entire yard will be filled with sun, and a beautiful place to grow crops. All this sunshine and space to plant everything from Charlemagne's famous plant list. It's time to begin that garden design. One of the not so well known herbs in this list is Dittany of Crete, well used for its healing properties in the old days. I'll include a link in the description to the scientific article that shows why this old herb is still relevant today. Spring starts tomorrow, and it's time to begin setting seeds. And I look forward to many salads. Sometimes life takes unexpected turns. From black powder reenactments in Idaho to a stone house in rural France, my journey has been guided by passion, curiosity, and a refusal to compromise. Who knew that saying no to a leather dress would lead me here? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. In my next video, I prepare a spring menu inspired by the herbs and vegetables of the capitular and the recipes of Massiello and Mignon.